What is up, you guys? It's your spiritual fairy godmother, and I am back with another read. Okay, honey, period. I am taking personal readings. You guys could cash at me at money sign CapriceCooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at CapriceCooks@icloud.com. I work on energy. Energy is fluid, so this could be about you. This could be about the person that you're thinking about, or anybody's thinking about you. Also, time is an illusion, so this could be about the past, the present, or the future, but somehow it's affecting you right now. Okay. All right, spirit guides, it's in the master, so family, twin flame family, please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to my cancers. This is going to be a message for my cancers for February 10th through the 10th through the 17th. Let's do that. Let's do a week's out energy. So this is going to be for my cancers for February 10th through the 17th. Okay, first thing we got out is surrender, and then the other card we got out is envy. Okay, so right away, I kind of feel like this is kind of like surrender to any envy that you feel. Surrender to, I'm really picking up on like relationships, like family, friendships, stuff like this. Like it feels kind of like surrendering yourself to the fact that envy is a thing. It feels like no longer holding on to the oppression of what envy feels like. It also kind of feels like recognizing when you've been envious through other people being envious towards you. This surrender is also kind of reminding me of kind of like the movie Look Who's Talking on stars. Like it kind of feel like stars are being born, or star children, crystal children could be coming into this world. Somebody could be surrendering to a pregnancy. Somebody could be questioning an abortion, or questioning if they are happy about a pregnancy. I can release my need to control. It also feels like needing to release the controlling energy of trying to control how your life is going to go, trying to control your manifestations, trying to control what you bring about, what you bring into your life. I kind of feel like there is a ebb and flow of life. I feel like you have to kind of go with the flow. I feel like right now is your time to surrender, Cancer. It also feels like there are people who are around you who could be feeling a little bit envious if you guys have recently gone through a bout of passion, or envy, or kind of like just the redness to me is like desire, fire. Cause you got desire. I should have took you somewhere so no one can find you. It's kind of like somebody could be like envious of somebody that you have. It could be like, dang, like I wish I could have took you somewhere where nobody could have gotten close to you, or I would have held our relationship up to a high regard to where people could not. It feels like not wanting people to have access to your person, or not wanting your person to have access to other people. It kind of feels like maybe being envious of their lifestyle, of what they do. This could be a daughter, this could be a family friend, this could be a person who you work with. If you found somebody maybe getting a promotion and you haven't gotten one, or you're wondering like, dang, like how they getting, it feels like recognizing what's for you will always be for you, and you don't have to watch what somebody else is doing in order to measure your success. I feel like this is you surrendering to everything that your life has to offer, not anyone else's, but kind of owning up to. These cards are weird. Look at this. Well, it looked weird to me. I guess not. Whatever. But so maybe things looking weird to you, or maybe you perceiving things like maybe differently than what they really are. It's kind of like, I feel like your blinders are coming off. Like it's kind of like the sun is shining and things are being revealed to you. Things are being shown to you. And you're having to surrender to losing friends who are envious of you, losing family members. Just surrender to making room in your life. Surrender to having to release. I really feel like your life seems to be crowded with a lot of energy that doesn't necessarily serve you a purpose anymore. So it's just crowded energy, and it feels like needing to disperse it. Like with this card and how these stars are kind of like all coming out, like it feels like a disbursement of energy. Like, okay, giving away yourself too much, like trying to help this friend, trying to help that friend, trying to help this friend and this friend and this friend. It's like the strong, check on your strong friends. That's what I just heard. So if you have a friend who looks like they have it all together, just check on them. Or, you know, maybe you are the strong friend who's always trying to uplift people, who's always trying to be there for people, and you notice people haven't done that same thing for you. It feels like coming into releasing that control. I can control how a person treats me. I can control how a person acts towards me, or I can control how this friendship or this relationship is gonna go. I can control how my coworkers are gonna be when I get to this new job. It kind of feels like having to allow people to show you who they are. You know, whether that be good or bad. It feels like needing to not control everything in your life, Cancer. It really feels like maybe you could be dealing with control issues, learning how to kind of like release control issues and allow people and situations to play out how they will. Okay. Why is the surrender card here for my Cancers for February 10th through the 17th? We got the High Priestess. Surrender to what you already know. Stop feeling guilty about letting people go who you knew were envious of you. Letting go of ill feelings that you may have felt towards other people. It truly feels like letting go of guilt, letting go of remorse, where it's like, okay, let's say you're in a relationship or something, and it's like your significant other is constantly messing up, and you decide, hey, I want to take a step back, or maybe like I want to break up. You know, maybe this person put their hands on you for the last time and you like, look, I want to break up. And then they get to calling you like, I'm so depressed and I'm finna commit suicide and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, and immediately you go back because you feel guilty, or you feel like you're causing them hurt, or you're causing them pain, right? I'm noticing that as a collective, we have to let that go because we hold on to a lot of other people's guilt, a lot of other people's trauma. We feel guilty about making decisions and setting boundaries that would help us in our life, but because it's a hindrance in somebody else's life, to us, or how we perceive it, seeing things differently, that's what we think. But sometimes we don't recognize how us doing what's best for us is what's best for another person. You know, it does help them with their growth. Also, I'm hearing the name Luna. This looks like a crescent moon, so it kind of looks like half-baked scheme, half-baked plan, like needing to really like do research, like needing to try, needing to delve deeper into what your spirituality is. Or I feel like it's spirituality because with this moon it feels kind of witchy, like in her boots, like maybe even like your femininity, your sexuality. The curtains finally closing, and there was quite a show, really entertaining, but it's over now. I feel like somebody is kind of like breaking up with somebody, yin and a yang, like both the pillars of your foundation are kind of like holding up some kind of secret room. It's kind of like you in something together, like the energy is unmatched, and it hides a lot of secrecy. It also feels like you got your little thighs showing a little bit, so it feels like wanting to show your body, but feeling like I have to be a certain kind of person because I'm spiritual. It also kind of feels like looking up at your kids from your computer, like as a mother or as a parental figure, even if you're not. This could be it feels like a sibling having to take care of all their brothers and sisters because their mom has to work. This could be virtual learning, and it really feels like coming into the realization, like, hey, I'm getting older, I'm recognizing that this is abuse, to have me watch my siblings, to have me raise my siblings, to have me going through all of this. It also feels like somebody could be meeting a long lost sister, cousin, friend, family member through DNA ancestry, or through Facebook. It feels like you guys have like the same facial features, the same nose. It also kind of feels like somebody antennas are peaked, where it's kind of like your intuition is on point, so listen to it. Also grapefruits. I'm seeing grapefruit, so like your beauty is enhancing. Eat more fruits and vegetables. And also she has her heel on the moon, so it kind of feels like you right on the heel of your success. Like, you know, it feels like something is right, like right here on your ass or right here on your tail, and you just have to surrender to it. Like, you have to just surrender to the fact that it's coming, and put an ending to any doubt or worry or fear or control issues surrounding your manifestation. Okay. Why is this envy card here for my Cancers for February 10th through the 17th? Okay, so we got the Six of Cups. It feels kind of like this is past life soulmates being very envious of what you have or who you've turned into. It feels like people who have watched you grow up from a child. This could even be adults, like adults being envious of you as a child. This could be adults maybe being envious of your child, of how you treat your child, of how you give. Because when you think of giving flowers or something, or you think of giving a cup away to somebody, this cup has magic in it. None of the other cups have anything in it, but what she's giving to her child is something to look up to. You know, it's kind of like like she's literally like, I look up to you. So this is a child looking up to their mother. A mother could have cut her hair recently. Could be more butch, or could be in a lesbian relationship. Dresses more like a stud. It feels kind of like your children love you and they look up to you and all they see is you. Also, some braids or something, needing to wear her puffs out a little bit more. It also kind of feels like, just because you can see, to me, it looks like Martin Luther King Jr.'s house. Like, I don't know why I'm seeing that in my head, but it feels like your kids, the neighbors' kids, the people that they're close to or close in age with, are really going to have like, are really going to start a revolution. And also the home looks dark. Like, it feels like there's no lights on, like there's nobody home. It kind of feels like not all the way being there sometimes. And it also kind of feels like needing to click that energy on, needing to click that light back on, where it's like, okay, find that spark between you and your child, find what y'all like to do, find that thing that's kind of like, okay, I can pass this down to you. And it's not like we're just working, but it's also like we're enjoying ourselves, we're having fun. So it feels like passing down a baton, and eliminating this generational curse of parents not being there for their children. It's kind of like, okay, I'm stepping up and I'm showing you that this is a different reality. We don't have to live in the reality that everybody else lives in. We don't have to be a victim of our circumstances or our living situation or our poverty. We can make something different out of this. I can give you a better life. So this is you handing the baton over to your child. This is you deciding to give your child a better life. We have the Tower. This is a prolonged Tower moment. And then we also have the Nine of Cups. This prolonged Tower moment is what's going to lead you to your Nine of Cups. Is what's going to lead you to your wish fulfillment. You get to be spoiled. You get to sit here and be like, you know, like, you get to have that energy, because this Tower moment has been so long. It really, really broke you down. And I feel like it really did cut you to your core. People who you thought were your friends, people you thought were a lover, somebody you thought could have been your king. It feels like a kingdom being trifled over, or it feels like other women or other parties being thrown out of something that we built. It's like we built this foundation together, and now it's crashing down. It's crashing down. It's crashing down. It's crashing down. And it feels like due to other women or due to outside parties, because neither of these women really look like they own this castle or really look like they are dressed to live here. So it's kind of like, okay, y'all thought y'all were hurting this connection, this foundation, but all y'all did was start a flame, you know. And I feel like this is people realizing or recognizing that the twin flame journey is not what it seems. We come into spirituality thinking, oh, I'm gonna meet my twin flame and that's my wish fulfillment. Nah, sis, because I honestly feel like your twin flame is just the spark to your spiritual journey for a lot of people. I don't feel like everybody is meant to be with their twin flame. I don't feel like everybody has a twin flame. I don't feel like, you know, certain beliefs. So this is like the belief system. This is the paradigm. This is the patriarchy. This is literally the government. This is foundations. This is school system. This is all of that being broken down so that spirituality, so that all of us, we can get our wish fulfillment, so that our cups can be full for the generations to come, for that, you know, so that we can pass down that baton. There's foundations, there's this government, there's this what is it called, patriarchy. There's this whole system that is in shambles, that is needing to be broken down, that needs strong-willed women to sit here with their arms crossed and not allow shit to get past them. This is not letting shit just go under your nose and being done with it. But this is not sweeping shit under the rug, but really standing in your shit and being like, look, this is what it is. This is how I'm coming, you know? And this is what I see for myself. This is what I want for myself. So this is also coming into that energy of knowing exactly what it is that you want. And getting those steps, you know, staying up all night, removing that little, you know, because it feels like this little covering is covering up something so beautiful. You know, it feels like it's covering up something so beautiful. So somebody could be wearing like a cover up. The mask is covering up our beauty. It's covering up our faith, you know, because we speak our faith, you know, and with the mask, it's keeping our mouth closed. Like, you know, I can't breathe. I really feel like we are being oppressed. We are being oppressed through a pandemic, and I feel like the veil is being lifted. It's kind of like, okay, how do I remove this veil from my eyes? How do I not see through fear? How do I not see through fear colored lenses? How do I trust my intuition? How do I trust my moon instincts, my feminine intuition? How do I do that? So whether you're a man or a woman, I feel like you're tapping into your femininity. You're tapping into that feminine side that makes you a little bit gentler and makes you a little bit soft. Because I feel like right now, while God is kind of like having his way with you, you're really... Why? For what? What do you need? Okay, hold on. Here I come. Yeah, here I come. I feel like you're really, really, really having to surrender to whatever God is doing in your life right now, okay? So I'm having to go check on my daughter. So a lot of y'all Cancers, I feel like check on y'all kids, check on y'all strong friends, check on y'all parents. They going through stuff too, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm out of here, y'all.